Hello Twin Flames and welcome to your DM to DF reading for Wednesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in the gorgeous eternal messages today by the pretty Psyche. So let's see what we need to know. They all give me some fear that's been channeled through burpy energy. You know, whenever you get the feeling where you want to burp or belch, it's about fear that's being released very quickly. So I feel there's some fear being released very quickly today. This could be in your twin themselves, or it could be in you when you are watching this reading. This reading may answer your questions, so it may release your fear very quickly. So don't be surprised if you burp or, you release energy in some way. So let's connect and see what we need to know. And if you would like to receive a personal reading with me, you can email me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. Wow, we got one card jumping out there. I feel that's going to be an important one. Anything else they want to say to you or express to you? What's on their mind today? What do the masculines want to say from their heart space, their soul, their groin? What do they want you to know today? What do they want you to know? So not many cards coming out, but I feel these will be very clear, very precise messages. So the first one is, I regret walking away from you. And that's why it came out first, because they really want you to know that today. They know they walked away from you and your love, and they regret it. So they do spend a lot of time thinking about it, wishing they'd done things differently, wishing they could go back in time, wishing that they could change the things they said or the things they did, or maybe the things they didn't do or say. They regret those things and they want to apologise. So they regret walking away from you because now they want to walk towards you. They want to pursue you. They want to show you exactly how they feel. And he's saying to you, you will hear from me soon. So I love that we've got very clear, very precise messages coming through. Only 3 cards coming out of this whole deck. Look how big the deck is. And he's saying, I want you to know that I regret walking away from you and you will hear from me soon. I'm going to make up for the past. I'm going to apologise to you. I'm going to make it right. We will be together again. We will cross paths again. We will see each other again because I will make it so. You will hear from me soon. So if you're watching this thinking, is it over? Is he ever going to reach out to me? You're going to hear from your twin soon. And I feel that's why there was fear being released at the beginning of the reading, because I feel someone is in fear over this right now. You may be really worrying about this because your masculine's walked away, or your masculine has blocked you or is ghosting you, or maybe you're thinking, I can't see a way forward now. He said it's over. I don't think he's going to come back. Well, he will come back and you will hear from him soon. So he's reminding you of that. He's saying, you will hear from me soon. You have to trust me. Yeah, look at this for powerful. I do want us to be in a relationship. So this really is a statement that he's saying in this message. He's saying, I regret walking away from you. You will hear from me soon because I want us to be in a relationship. So if you're thinking, well, why is he going to reach out to me? Why does he want to reach out and contact me? It's because he wants to be in a relationship with you. That's what he does want. It doesn't matter what they've said in the past. It doesn't matter what's happened before. He's saying, I do want us to be in a relationship. And I'm going to reach out to you soon because I want us to be in a relationship. And I'm going to reach out to you soon because I regret walking away from you and I want us to be in a relationship. So I'm going to sort it out. This is what I want. I want to be in a relationship with you, Divine Feminine. I want to have that future with you that I've been dreaming of, that I now know, I now realise, I now know that I deserve it. That I've been holding myself back from it because of my own fear, insecurities, because I've also had to learn my lessons first and you've had to learn yours. But I do want us to be in a relationship. So I feel for those of you who are thinking, what are his intentions? What are his intentions? His intentions are, he wants you to be in a relationship. And what his next steps are is that you'll hear from him soon. And what's on his mind, or what's he regretting? He regrets walking away from you. He regrets pushing you away. He regrets moving away from you in some way. Whether that was physically with distance, or causing a block where he's ignoring you, or he's distracted from you or distancing from you, or he's not allowing himself to look at you. He regrets that, and he's saying, I know I walked away from you. I know I only have myself to blame for that, and I regret it every single day. And I'm working through that to be able to come back in the right energy. You will hear from me soon because I want to be in a relationship with you. So it's a very quick, clear, precise, simple message today. We don't need to pull more cards because it's very clear. He's saying this is how it is. You're going to hear from me. So feminines, if you're stressing or worrying or overthinking or not believing this, you have to let that go. Because he is going to contact you. And you may be worrying about the when, thinking, well, when is soon? When? It's when you're not expecting it. It's when you're at peace with it. It's when you are enjoying where you are so much that your twin coming into your life is just an extension of what you already have. So don't worry about the when. Just know that it will. Just trust that anything can happen in any moment. You will hear from your twin. And he is going to apologise to you. And you always get your apology when you don't need one. When you've already forgiven the past, you've forgiven what's happened and let it go. Realising there is no mistakes on this journey. There are only lessons. Lessons that we learn from. That's why pencils have rubbers on the end. Erasers. So we can erase our mistakes and redo things. So there is no mistakes. There's only lessons. Of course he regrets walking away from you. You're the love of his life. You're his true love. You're his twin flame. Of course he regrets walking away from you. He was walking away from love. He was walking away from the best thing that's ever happened to him. You might think, why did he walk away then if he wants us to be in a relationship? Because he had to learn. And so did you. The universe had to prepare you both. You had to grow as souls. You had to learn life lessons. You came here to learn. So he does want you to be in a relationship. And if you're thinking, well, what would that relationship be like? It will be whatever you guys want it to be. It will be whatever you want it to be. For some of you, that's going to include marriage. For some of you, that's going to include children. For some of you, that's going to include travel. For some of you, it's going to include pets and animals and other things. It's whatever you want the relationship to be. It doesn't need to be a relationship set out by society. You must do this, you must have this, you must have that. Because that is the matrix thinking. That is a sheep mentality where people think they have to do things because everyone else is doing it. Well, you are leaders. You are pioneers of truth. You are warriors of love. So you can be in your relationship your way. If you want to get married, great. If you don't, guess what? That's great too. If you want to have kids, brilliant. Maybe you already have kids and you don't want kids. You want to integrate your families. Maybe you don't want kids, but you want to have pets around you. You're doing it your way. So he wants you to be in a relationship and it's going to be the way you both decide to have it. It's going to be through compromise, not because you're told to do it a certain way or because people think you should do things a certain way. That's why you've come together to prove to the world that there is another way. A way of unconditional love where there is no conditions or demands or programming. There is no need for it to be a certain way. And he had to really walk away from you to learn that lesson, to not take things personally, to detach from society, to not continue to follow the society needs. His family says he should do this or his family says he should do that. He's breaking away from that. He's had to break the ancestral patterns. It's so that he's not going to follow the crowd. He's going to lead instead. He said, I walked away from you because I had to learn to not take things personally. To stand, that's what they give me, fear coming up there. I had to learn to stand up for myself. I had to learn to do it my way. And that caused fear. And that's when the fear just came up then, because he walked away for a reason. For growth and learning for you both. You learnt as well through this time of separation to be prepared for anything, but you learned through that preparation time to give back to yourself, divine feminine. You learned to connect with your own self and source. You learned to call upon the angels. You learned what you truly want. You learned who you truly are. So you gain strength from him walking away from you. You gain power and insight from him walking away from you because you walk towards yourself. And now that you've learned what you needed to learn and your twin has learned what they needed to learn, you're going to hear from them soon to create the relationship, because that's what the relationship is. It's compromise, it's love, it's the feeling of being together, that feeling of coming home. So if you're thinking, what does he want? He wants to be in a relationship. If you're thinking, what are his next steps? It's to contact you. And if you're thinking, what's he thinking? He regrets walking away from you because he does want to be in a relationship. And that's what you need to know. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.